In the vast expanse of the Mongolian steppe, a leader rose, destined to change the world. His name, Gengis Khan. Born into a nomadic tribe, life was a constant struggle for survival. The harsh landscape of the steppe was a crucible, forging a leader from a young boy. Gengis Khan learned early on the strength in alliances. His strategic partnerships were not only a means to survive, but a stepping stone to power. He was a visionary, seeing beyond the petty rivalries that divided the Mongolian tribes. His dream, to unite them under one banner, and he succeeded. Through a combination of strength, cunning, and sheer determination, Gengis Khan united the warring tribes. A feat once thought impossible, he turned into reality. His ascension marked the dawn of a new era. Gengis Khan, a name that would echo through the ages, began as a mere man, but his relentless spirit and strategic mind set the stage for his rise. Gengis Khan's leadership was not just about power, but also about understanding the art of war. His military strategies were innovative, even by today's standards. He wasn't just a conqueror, he was a tactician, a strategist who was always thinking several steps ahead. Take his use of psychological warfare, for instance. Genghis Khan understood the power of fear. He would often send a small portion of his army ahead to create terror, forcing the enemy to make hasty and often flawed decisions. This strategy of sowing discord and panic before the actual battle was a key factor in many of his victories. But what truly set Genghis Khan apart was his merit-based promotion system. In a time when leadership roles were often handed down by birthright, Genghis Khan broke the mold. He promoted soldiers based on their abilities and accomplishments, not their lineage. This created a fiercely loyal and highly skilled army, where every soldier knew they had the chance to rise through the ranks based on their merit. And then, there was Genghis Khan's ability to adapt and learn from his enemies. Instead of simply defeating them, he would study their tactics, their strengths, and their weaknesses. He would then incorporate these learnings into his own strategies, effectively turning his enemy's strengths into his own. This adaptability not only made him a formidable opponent, but also ensured that his military strategies were constantly evolving and improving. Genghis Khan's leadership was a blend of innovation, fearlessness, and adaptability. But perhaps his greatest strength was his ability to inspire loyalty and dedication in his soldiers. His leadership style was not about domination, but about earning respect and fostering a sense of shared purpose. Genghis Khan's military genius transformed the Mongolian tribes into a formidable force, ready to carve out one of history's largest empires. His strategies, his understanding of human nature, and his ability to learn and adapt are as relevant today as they were in the 13th century. And they serve as a powerful reminder that great leadership is not just about power, but about understanding, adapting, and inspiring those who follow you. As Genghis Khan's horizons expanded, so did his vision of leadership. He didn't just build an empire, he redefined the very idea of what it meant to lead. He was a man of the people, a man who understood that an empire is only as strong as its weakest link. You see, Genghis Khan was a man who believed in meritocracy. He valued talent and ability over birthright and privilege. To him, it didn't matter where you came from, but what you could bring to the table. This was a radical idea at the time, a time when lineage and bloodlines often determined your fate. He implemented administrative reforms that were far ahead of his time. He created a system of governance that was efficient and effective, a system that was built to last. He understood that for an empire to thrive, it needed strong institutions and structures. Yet, Genghis Khan's vision extended beyond mere administrative efficiency. He was a leader who understood the power of diversity. He practiced religious tolerance, allowing his subjects to practice their faith freely. This was a testament to his belief in the power of unity and diversity, a belief that helped bind his vast empire together. Moreover, Genghis Khan was a pioneer in communication. He established a postal system across his empire, connecting people and places like never before. He understood that communication was key to unity, and unity was key to strength. He also put great effort into codifying laws and establishing a universal writing system. He believed in the power of the written word, in the power of law and order. He knew that for his empire to endure, it needed a strong foundation. And what better foundation than the rule of law? Genghis Khan, the empire builder, was not just a conqueror, but also a visionary who laid the foundations of a state that would outlive him. His leadership style was not just about conquest but also about building, nurturing, and sustaining. He was a leader who understood the power of vision, the power of unity, and the power of institutions. Genghis Khan's life offers powerful lessons on leadership that resonate even today. As we delve deeper into his story, we find a man who was not just a conqueror, but a visionary, a strategist, a leader who valued merit over pedigree, and an adaptable commander who knew how to leverage the strengths of his people. One of the most striking aspects of Genghis Khan's leadership was his strategic thinking. He was a master of the long game, planning his moves meticulously and always keeping an eye on the larger picture. This ability to think strategically, to anticipate the moves of his enemies, and to adjust his plans accordingly, was a key factor in his conquests. Today's leaders, whether in business or politics, can learn from this. The importance of having a clear strategy, of being able to anticipate challenges and adapt swiftly. Genghis Khan also understood the importance of adaptability. He was not rigid in his methods. Instead, he was willing to learn from his enemies, to adopt their tactics, their technology, even their culture, if it would give him an edge. This openness to change, this willingness to learn and adapt, is a quality that every modern leader should strive to emulate. Merit was another cornerstone of Genghis Khan's leadership. He promoted his warriors based on their abilities, not their lineage or connections. In doing so, he fostered a culture of excellence where hard work and talent were rewarded. This meritocratic approach is one that contemporary leaders can adopt to drive performance and create a culture of accountability and excellence. Above all, Genghis Khan had a vision. He dreamed of a united Mongol empire, a dream that he pursued relentlessly. He understood that a leader without a vision is like a ship without a rudder, aimlessly drifting. Having a clear vision, and the ability to inspire others to buy into that vision, is a critical leadership skill that remains as relevant today as it was in the 13th century. From the Mongolian steppe to the corridors of modern power, Genghis Khan's legacy illuminates the path of leadership. In his story we find echoes of leadership that still reverberate today.